Recently, I saw where a man in Huntington Beach, California, was sentenced to several years in prison. The reason he was sentenced to prison was because he was responsible for a huge pipeline that ran beneath the ocean, and the pipeline developed a leak. Several signals were sent out. 8 signals were sent out saying, "There's a leak, there's a leak, there's a leak." But he ignored the signals. He said he was either undertrained or perhaps he was asleep. But the warning went out 8 different times. There is a leak. And he chose to ignore the signals. And consequently, 25,000 barrels of oil were washed up on the beach of Huntington Beach, spilled into the ocean. I think that's how it is with a lot of us. That the signal goes out, there's something wrong, something wrong, something wrong, and we just ignore it. Or we have the opportunity of worship. Come and worship with the family of faith known as Liberty Baptist, and yet so many of us ignore that. There's something wrong when we ignore the signals that go out. Christ invites us to redemption and salvation, and we ignore it. He invites us to a closer fellowship with Him, and we ignore that closer fellowship. There can be disastrous results. We probably won't wind up in prison, but we will wind up as shriveled, shrunken Christians without a very strong testimony. The signal's going out. You can ignore it or you can heed it. It's up to you. Thanks for watching. Don Howell, today's Light and Love from Liberty.